Good day to you all. It's me Ambarish. I welcome you all to my channel Thoughtfulness. This is an attempt to bring back the entire set of experience and knowledge which I gathered across the past 2 decades. I got time and enormous knowledge to gather information about books, technical products, new technologies, and lot more things during this time. Going forward, I plan to share a lot more things which inspired me across the past decades. Alright, to begin with, the first set of videos I am going to concentrate on information security. Of course, any person with a basic computing knowledge or computing experience can start with their information technology or information security related videos. This video is going to be a launchpad to bootstrap your career towards penetration testing or ethical hacking. I will keep the videos short, simple and crisp, but at the same time the content won't be diluted. It will be targeted to what it is exactly intended to achieve. Please do post your queries, comments, suggestions and any desired topics you are expecting, everything in the comment section. I will definitely attend each and every comment individually and act accordingly. By the way, I am happy to introduce to you to our new friend Haima. Haima is stepping in here. Let us invite her. Hello Haima.
Hello, I am doing well.
Haima is an attentive audience. She will be a representative from your side to ask, to comment or to scold me at any point of time based on your comments to the videos. She also likes to stop me wherever necessary and directly posts her own queries as well regarding the content. If your engagement for these videos goes much deeper and seems much promising, I am planning to have lot more sessions, lot more videos particularly concentrating on penetration testing or ethical hacking in depth. Well, let's get started with information security. The first thing we are going to see is the information types. What are all the types of information we are going to have, or the classifications, information classifications.
For that, what is information? Why do we need to think about information security?
Information is anything you have. Some of the things you may share it with everyone. Some of the things you may share it only with the people who you trust. And even lot more things you don't want to share to anyone. You will keep it confidential or secret with yourself. Hima, you may like to share your name to everyone, but your date of birth, will you share it to everyone, or you will like to share it only within the trusted group, right? You may not open it up to the general public. Still going further, you have some pins, you have passcodes which you may not disclose to anyone. Do you mind if I ask you your ATM pin?
Shut up! How dare you ask this question?
Relax and hold on. Now your question about information and information security is answered. Am I right?
Yes, thank you. Please continue.
Let us continue with our presentation. So as I said, information security is having 3 basic classifications. One is hardware, software and personnel. So like computing, information security is also classified like these 3 entities. Each of these 3 entities working collectively, then only your information is valid, your information will be confidential and your information is secure. Let us see individually in what perspective these individual classifications contributes in terms of information security. The first thing is hardware security, hardware information security. So the first basic security in terms of hardware is your doors with locks. So you have some information gathered, you are keeping it in home. Will it be open it for public? You will keep the doors and lock them, right? So that is the first and basic hardware security we are following in day-to-day life. The next one is CCTV, closed circuit television. So whatever the action you are doing or whatever the action is happening in your premises is being tracked. So this is one of the important parts of hardware security. So it tracks the persons, it tracks whoever it's doing. Whenever an incident is happening, this will be very much helpful for incident reporting. So this is also a hardware based information security measure. After that, permission based access control. As I said, you have doors in your home, but whoever comes inside, you will be permitted, right? But as a step going advanced, we used to have access cards. So whoever have restrictions, they can access their own areas. So they won't be allowed to access general things, right? So this is it is very much similar to who can access what. That is called permission based access control. So if a person, similarly you may have seen in ATMs and all, right? So you have a card, you have to swipe it, then only you will be permitted inside your ATM rooms. So just like that, you cannot walk and get inside a room. So this is also a kind of hardware security. And leaving your laptops as it is. Someone may come in, they can simply take away and go. Your information will be lost. Of course, you may be preventing or protecting your laptop with passwords, but hardware wise it can be easily tampered and your hard disk can be damaged easily. In order to avoid this, we may need to have good locks to your resources. There are very good locks available in market for your laptops, and even other devices also you can lock physically. These things are more towards your physical safety on your devices where you store information. And lot more. The scope is not going to be restricted only within these set of devices. We have a lot more things. Next, after hardware, the important thing which runs over the top of a hardware is software. Software security. The first item in terms of software security is password and multi-factor authentication. Password is everyone knows. You have some resource, you want someone to be restricted. Those who knows only the password can access the resource. So that is a very much straightforward and good attempt to secure your information in terms of software. Over which is it as an extension for your password based authentication, we may add two-factor authentication. What is two-factor or multi-factor authentication? The main important thing is OTP. So we used to have OTP while taking money or taking cash from your ATM boxes. So the OTM used to be triggered to either your email or your mobile. Based on this, your PIN will be the first factor and the OTP will be the second factor of authentication. This increases the level of security for your information in terms of software. Even there are also multiple types of multifactors. Apart from OTP, you may have fingerprint, you may have iris based authentication, face detection, lot more things are available. So these are all software based information security aspects. Then you may have operating systems in your machine, you may have Windows, lot of issues, lot of viruses identified in your Windows which may hijack your computer and steal your data or information you stored here. In order to fix those kind of issues or vulnerabilities, those companies will release patches time to time. If you have Windows operating system, there may be some vulnerabilities identified during the release of the operating system. But time to time, people from Microsoft keeps on releasing the patches. You must apply the patches periodically in order to keep your machine up to date, to resist the attacks or to keep your machine attacking or opposing any kind of threats coming in. This is also an important aspect of maintaining security, information security through softwares. Third one is antivirus programs. Consider, unfortunately, due to some reasons, your machine got attacked by some virus programs. So now you are vulnerable to get or to steal any record or any information from your machine. How to clean this off? How to wipe this kind of virus? There are some softwares which are available. Antivirus programs are meant for that. These antivirus programs sits upon your machine and monitors all such kind of vulnerabilities in your machine. So this cleans up your vulnerabilities and keeps your machine secure and available and protects your information inside the machine every time. This is also one important means or one important type of saving your information inside your machine in terms of software. Apart from this, the next thing is firewall and encryption mechanisms. So firewall is another way of having restricted access towards the information. You may have some information, you keep it in your machine, it will be available for some set of people, that is a restricted access. So you can keep restrictions on your firewalls, you can define access rules inside your firewalls so that people who comes under those permitted list can only access your information. So firewalls are very much helpful for you to expose your data, but not for general public, but on the same time keeps a tab on the security of your data as well. After that firewall, you may have one more option which is called encryption. So instead of sending the data directly, it encrypts with some data, and the data will be now not in a readable format. The person receiving the data should know how to decrypt, and then only the information will be useful or usable by the person. So this is another tier of security system involved in the softwares. These are all the higher level ideas which I am giving now. Going forward while going deeper into the lessons, I will explain how to achieve these things individually. So apart from this, a lot more things are available in terms of software related information security. Right. Hardware and software is done. Next to that, every person is important to maintain their information security. A hardware and software may be good enough to securely store your data, but you may leak it to some other person. Then what's the point in keeping information security in terms of hardware and software? So it is a responsibility of every individual to take care of securing the information you have. That is very important. Eavesdropping. What is eavesdropping? You are talking in phone to someone else. You are saying your password secretly. But what I will do, I will peep in and hear what you are saying. This is called eavesdropping. It is very simple for a person sitting next to you to listen your conversation with other person so that they can hijack what you are transferring to that person. This is called eavesdropping. So in order to avoid this, you need to be very much careful while disclosing secret or confidential or important data through telephone. Shoulder surfing. Eavesdropping is a way to listen what you are saying. On the other hand, shoulder surfing is a way to see what you are doing. You are typing the password. I am sitting next to you. I can watch what you are typing so that I will understand your password. I will know your password and I will repeat it the next time when you are not in your place. This is called shoulder surfing. Just standing next to the shoulder of the person and surf what you are doing so that I will know what exactly is happening and I will reproduce the same in your absence. This is one of the ways to steal the information. This is called shoulder surfing. Tailgating. So you are entering into a secured premise with your identity. Already I said there is a way of getting in the hardware security access. I said controlled access, right? In many buildings which are very much confidential, they will allow only their employees. Their employees used to have cards. Using those particular cards, they will get into the premises. So only they ensure by using those kind of cards and secured systems, they ensure the access is provided only to their employees. But what happens in real, if a person uses the access card, opens the door, gets into their premise, someone follows him behind without using any access card and simply following the person or the employee behind. This is called tailgating. Unauthorized access behind an authorized person. So I am using the identity of an authorized person, but unknowingly I am just following him as a tail. So getting inside to a gate as a tail behind an authorized person is called tailgating. So this gives you access to a restricted area even though you are not restricted there, but by means of a restricted person you are getting in. This is also a way of breaching personal security. One more important thing is dumpster driving. In many places you used to write your passwords or secret codes, anything in your paper. Once you are done with those things, you will simply tear it apart and throw it away, and you will go and continue your work. The next morning, some gentlemen can come across there and they can see the dust or see the torn in pieces of paper, and they can see from the paper, they will understand what it is. Your passwords can be easily understood. So you may think you destroyed your data, you destroyed your secret, or you destroyed your PIN or password, but by that means you are not destroyed it fully. You just torn it into pieces of paper, but someone comes across can easily assemble it and get the data exactly what you have thrown. This is called dumpster diving. Not only some people may tear it into pieces, some people may throw it directly into a dustbin, which may be very much easier to recover. So this is called dumpster diving. A person who is skilled in dumpster diving can look upon the bins across many places and easily gather lots of information. Many a type of informations, very big corporate companies got affected by this dumpster diving. This is also one way of breaching information through personal means. So apart from this, lot more ways are there in order to hijack, in order to recover the data, or in order to recover the information from a person's control. So all these things should be taken care, and we need to be very careful in order to keeping our data confidential. This concludes our introduction video about information security and its classifications based on its nature. It's me, Ambarish, along with Hema, signing off for the day. Catch you soon with yet another information security related video, which is definitely going to be more exciting with lot more new concepts for you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.